Okay. Jackpots. Young Voice 2 is the GOAT. I can't think of a good name. Dusty. I'm going with Dusty, dude. That was the first name that came to my mind. I wonder why. Frickin' Dusty, dude. Let's see. Bo goes somewhere else. Ah. Ah. I think it's a land on the rope, dude. What an embarrassment. PR tool moment of truth. We're good. That is kind of convenient to start one of these runs, because if you accidentally have like no death on, you know right away. I think one time I had max HP on by accident, because that's not one that I usually use. And I think I made it like all the way through setup, and I realized I wasn't taking like fall damage. And so I had to reset. I don't remember what run that was, but that was not ideal. Why would you? Oh, you would use max HP if you were wanting your ritual sword to like stay up or whatever. Hello. Hey. Oh, that reminded me. I was gonna make a female Kanye on DS3, but I got the run, so I don't have to. Next time I run DS3, I'll make a female Kanye. Provided I can find that tutorial again. Look at that, 2 bow cancels in the same run? Am I insane? I don't need to talk to this bozo. All I need to do is light this grace. That'd be good. I could do that. Well, you know what? I think I've looked up tutorials before, and none of them are like amazing. Maybe there's good ones by now. It's probably been a long time since I know Distortion does that. Or he has a Pepe. Suck katana. Why am I not doing like Celia skip and oh, I know why, never mind. Bloodborne, really? Dude, somebody on Reddit had Nicolas Cage for Bloodborne. It was so good. My buddy did it. It looks so good. And I think maybe Lidless might have done gender swap Nicolas Cage or something. That'd be cool too. Gen Bend Cage. I wish I had Nicolas Cage in this game, dude. You want that? Oh, you want the Gen Bend Nicolas? Dude, you should, you know the Reddit page, like Reddit,
maidens. They serve but you. I can play turning.
Fuck, what do they call that? It's got like a catchy name where it's like all sliders for characters in Souls games and stuff. Oh, you want regular? I mean, regular is sick too, dude. What is that fucking page called? There's like a page for it. If you Google it, you'll probably find it. Like Bloodborne Nicolas Cage sliders. But it's some Reddit, there's like some Reddit page that's like specifically for that. And I can't remember what it's called. Oh, I should have hit that guy because he's a snitch. It actually like looks really close too. Like some of them don't I recently changed my character in GTA to look like Lady Gaga, but there was only like 3 tutorials for it, and like 2 of them were just objectively terrible. And the one I picked is not great, but at least I got her nose right. But the Nick Cage one for Bloodborne is like really good, like maybe one of the best. Like the Kanye one I used for DS3 is pretty good. But yeah, that's definitely worth having. In fact, the next time I play Bloodborne, I'm doing it too. I'm doing it too, man. I just made like my own custom character and saved it, you know? But you can save... I think you can... What game can't you... DS2 you can't save presets, which is unfortunate. Dang, dude, all single drops. I have 9 though, that's pretty good. Oh, you can't do it in DS1. The thing too about DS1 though is like your character's just gonna look like an idiot the whole time anyway, right? Because you're hollowed or whatever. At least for like no hit, people don't like go human. And I think, do you get like invaded if you go human in that game or something? I can't remember the reason. I think like NPC invaders can like invade you and stuff even if you're offline.
Can you hear me?
Hey,
Help
wrong
me.
one.
I'm stuck. Hello? Hello? Oh, my... I am... Please.
That being said, with DS2, you can get a pretty good looking character with very minimal button presses. Like you just do the woman with uwu face and then like change your hair to a cool color and you're good to go.
Oh, that's... Well, Wait, I see. I see it now. Humans all lose their wits eventually. How could this... Was my whole existence just...
Ah! That was like my worst torrenting ever. So DS3 we can save characters. Elden Ring obviously. Bloodborne. Obviously not in Sekiro because it's just the one guy.
Oh, are you here as a customer?
But right now my PC version of Sekiro is Cloud from Final Fantasy VII Remake. He's got the Buster Sword. It's pretty awesome. And I even replaced some of the audio files. It's like actually him grunting and stuff. The cutscenes are all still the same, like in Japanese or whatever, but... Whee. Alright, we're gonna triple chug here. And chug the blue. What the hell was that, dude? It looked like somebody pooped on that ledge. Crazy, dude. It looked like a little brown, like, pile. Sacred Blade, anyone? Any Sacred Blade enjoyers? I haven't done a run where I needed it. That being said, if we had unrestricted weapon-only rules, I think it'll get used a ton. We are going to get Flame Grant Strength now. We are asking the Flame to grant us strength. And I'm not talking about the stat, necessarily. It's more like, make me stronger. Which is a little bit confusing. Nice whiff. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Something was... Oh, it must have been the bird, maybe? Something was mad at me. Oh my god, camera. I wish you could just run right up that. It's kind of easy to forget how dickish those archers are, on you know. We so easily avoid them for no hit, but you run into one of those guys casually, man. Total dicks. Run right up that. Run right down that. I don't think you can just run down anywhere over here, though. I don't think you can run through here, right? Oh, you can. Bam, bam. I wonder, like, how fast the Mario Sunshine All Shines speedrun is. Because some of those, I think, would be so insanely hard to get. Like, just to be, like, it's one thing to be fast at them, but they're just hard to get. Like,
Well,
I guess that's true of, like, Mario 64, you know, sometimes. And that speedrun is insane. And they're just so good. Like, it's just ridiculous to watch. I assume it's the same for Mario Sunshine. But I imagine it's just, like, even harder. But I mean, I do know some no-hit runners that have started running, Mario 64 and maybe Super Mario World. And those look really hard in general. What? Why am I crouched? And why didn't that arrow knock him down? Was that just not in a good spot right there? I'm annoyed.
Forgive me to determine if you had. It seems torrent, whereas I'm in. There is, but I can take gathering.
Not yet, but good nighttime though. Like this isn't where I normally go. Really? I'm gonna crouch. How is that not hitting him, dude? I've never had that problem before. Maybe I should be ready to parry and just parry him if that happens. Maybe I'm not. I've literally never had this problem. Maybe I'm not close enough to the edge. I'm too afraid to move now. Bye. Okay, third try. I guess that's when you just have to like do a lot and, you know, it's not like I'm really practicing it. I'm doing it like, what, 2 or 3 times a week when we do a full run. So, I guess I missed the stream last week because of Thanksgiving and, there was a streamer I was following that I was really considering to unfollow. They have sexual mods for Skyrim. Hang on, I'll read the rest of that in 1 second. Oops. They have sexual mods for Skyrim and stream it, but they sacrificed my boy. What? Was that your mod? Like, your kid? The kid you made? Or is that somebody else? Or just a kid you like? Also... Ah, dude. I'm trying to, like... Oh, favorite character. Okay, I was gonna say, is that your Argonian guy? But... I mean... Oh, okay, he's a follower. Who do people normally sacrifice to Boethia? Like, don't you normally, like... Can you lead, like... some enemies there or something that aren't friendly somehow? I could have swore, like, you know, my first or second playthrough I might have done something, or maybe I just didn't care. My guess is I probably like joined some orc camp and made some orc follower go there, like, because I wouldn't have cared about orcs really. Unlikable or useless, okay. So it is an NPC that has to be friendly towards you then, huh? They have to be a follower, okay. Yeah, so I think you can get an orc follower, right, if you join the orc, like, camps or whatever they're called. I'm almost certain that's what I did. Alright, so I did, because I had to sit down and talk to Malenia, I was able to make it nighttime again, which is good. Because now we have more time before night's over than we normally would. Got the beast torch on, my legend. We... Making sure that's where I want to go. Who do you usually, if you do, well, I don't know if you always do that quest, but like who do you have like a go-to for that one that you sacrifice? Can you get, I think, there's gotta be like some, you know what? I'm also like mistaking some Oblivion followers that you can get. And maybe I'm even thinking of characters that aren't necessarily followers. And they sacrificed him. Oh, people off Lydia? You know what I always do with Lydia? Like, you get the house in Whiterun, and I just make her go there, and I just never talk to her again. Like, that's what I always do. If you join the companions, who can you get as a follower? I really like that ancient Nord armor that the hot one wears. Come on. Yeah, what a waste of a follower if it takes time and effort to get him. Maybe they just didn't like kids. Is that the only kid follower you can get?
Welcome, dear customer. Welcome, you please. I'm hungry.
You always use Lydia? I mean, I'd rather, honestly, now that you said it, dude, I think I'd rather just off her than just have her in my house and Whiterun all the time. Not that house is like very good and I ever go there, but my favorite house is Markarth, Dwarven Ruin one. Does that sound accurate? Oh, wait, so I misread this. Harjo isn't a kid. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Hang on, I misread something earlier then. You said... Oh, you said my boy. So I made it... Like, that's what made my brain think that little Argonian boy that you made, you know? That's what I was thinking. Yeah, so it's not actually a child. I was gonna say, like, I don't ever remember having a freaking child follower. I don't really remember much about any of the children in Skyrim, honestly, but...
What hope? No sense in arguing, I see.
And I can also that you're not then why I am Caelid.
Maybe older, he's considerably wise and mature. Also, like, it'd be hard to tell the age, right? On that race of character. Maybe. I actually don't know if I've ever seen, like, an old one. Do different followers have like different perks and stuff they can do? Or is it more about like their personality that you choose them? Or, you know, maybe not necessarily their... Well, I guess you can make them like equip whatever armor you want and stuff, right? Weapon and armor, you can just give them stuff? I assume that one has like a... I assume they have ratings, right? Like, they have stats. Oh, they haven't been implemented yet? I could see them giving them, like, beards or something. Some way to tell, you know? I saw a clip on Instagram the other day. It was Fortnite. The character was Godzilla, like they were playing as Godzilla, but it was doing the gritty, and it said something like, "This is what we get for dropping a bomb on Nagasaki," or something like that. Like, this is the aftermath of, you know, something like that. I don't know what made me think of that. The lizard thing, maybe? Godzilla. Am I forgetting anything so far? I don't think so. Run this way. I miss the good old days when I could just wake up, eat breakfast, and then stream. Now it's like, oh, work an 8-hour shift first after waking up at 5:30. Luckily, it's not too much longer, so. Soon I will be full-time streamer, and by full-time, I mean I might stream 1 extra day. Let's see, like that. Oh, I'm in combat? Yep. Oh, no. I was about to craft. Put me down. Was that actually the backstory? I guess that makes sense, right? I need more than 6, I should just uninstall. Steroid Carian Crow. That's almost too large of a split name right there. For some reason I was thinking that, well, I guess that would have been, yeah, like the 1940s. Like, when did, like, I know the original Godzilla was like a very old movie, but not like as old as, like, I don't know, some of those like black and white, like, you know, Dracula and shit like that, right? Those are probably like, what, 20s or something? What am I supposed to be? Oh, yeah. Oh, really? Does he have a high sneak rating? Do Khajiits normally? I think they, like, if you pick one as a starting class, they do, right? Or does that not matter in that game? I think your class matters on your stats, right? And then you get to pick, like, your special, like, specializations and stuff. I know in, like, Oblivion, it was like major skills and minor skills. But there was some other thing that dictated it too. Your star sign, I think, maybe? I don't exactly remember how Skyrim works. That's not in Skyrim. Interesting. I kind of remember how the level ups work in Skyrim, because that's, like, really memorable, right? Like, the whole, like, constellation thing. blasted.
Hello. 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 It's rather my mistress.
In Oblivion, you can pick all your main skills to be like shit you'll never use.
Oh, what a blessing. The thug should
And then you just go play the game and you never level up.
the fleas.
And so everything stays low level because it's scaled. But then you're raising all your minor skills, so you get really strong at like everything. I guess the downside is like certain things have weapon or like have level requirements to be able to wield and stuff. There are mods that put Oblivion's class system. Well, so Oblivion has, you know, those little statues you go to. Those are what are those called? They just give you a buff of some, you know, whatever they are, right? I can't remember which one I liked a lot. I'm guessing like Thief or something.
Please. Oh, thank you, kind. Did I forget? I seek you are very, but to study such, please. Braid, most time you on a volcano.
That'd be cool though. Apparently I need to play Cyberpunk again. Like it's supposed to be just nuts now. My brother helped me install this giant ass mod pack for New Vegas to make it like super new looking. And I never played all the way through back in the day. And I don't know how far into it I am now, but like I need to finish that too. Oh, I see. Interesting. I'm not gonna grab those mushrooms down there unless we need them later. I don't think I used a ton of sleep on this one. That's cool. That being said, I feel like my followers always alert the guards. Like, or, you know, whoever. Where are we going now? Riot key. You don't know. This is the handshake. Yeah. Alright, what do we need? We need a rose. We need 5 sleep pots. Or do we not use those yet? I think we do, actually. Hey. Damn, I almost did everything wrong right there. Followers without the flag alert the guards, not... Oh, interesting. So it's like... That's interesting. So you can obviously be detected based on your level, but if they don't have the flag, then they just get alerted. They'll report you for your crimes? Whoa. Interesting. So if they're sneaky boys, they don't care if you steal shit. Right? That's cool. Sneaky boy. Interesting. I think this is the right way, right? The mushroom down here, there it is. A guy in a chair. If they don't have the flag, they function as regular citizens. And you will get a bounty. No way, dude. So, I'm guessing the Khajiit guy is a cool guy. And if I had to guess, I would guess that, you know, whatever companion follower you get would rat on you. I don't really like being a werewolf. I kind of like their quest line in general, but I usually just reverse it at the end. I became a vampire at one point for the DLC. I think I reversed that one too. Yeah, we don't need that rune arc. Without that flag. So wait, he's the only one that'll rat on you, is what you're saying? So the lizard guy rats you out? He doesn't have the flag? Is that the flag that lets you sneak or whatever? Or, you know. Maybe they just forgot. If all the other ones do. I could see, like, if, you know, half and half did and didn't, you know, then that would help you, you know, decide who you want to take as a follower or not. Or maybe they thought, like, oh, well, it'd be dumb of the followers to rat out their player.
I knew you. I hereby take my hand.
In
I will pray.
In Starfield, what you do, what you choose to do, really affects how your followers, like, react to you and stuff. Like, in fact, kind of what you choose really dictates on which ones you can even, like, get as a follower. It's kind of cool. I had, like, a hot British chick. Oh shit, Gwen Stefani.
Braid. I am Tan Rias, a warrior. Perhaps will you join YX Rise with us? Interest now you belong the drawing room, but be sure.
Interesting. Maybe I should be able to see. Hey. Well, I mean, like, I don't want to, like, spoil anything, but there's something that's related to the followers where you get to keep some as followers and lose others. But maybe once they're like, you know, if they're permanent, then what you're saying is true. That would make sense, actually. Maybe you can bang one if they like you enough if you don't do bad things. I don't really remember. Wrong. Okay, so
Very well. Let my hand.
all I have to do here is put the shield Ash of War on, I think. Oh, I liked it, dude. I don't care what people say. I wonder if they're gonna add anything to like DLC. I played the fuck out of it, dude. It was like morning, like dawn, like wake up, eat, play all fucking day for like a week. Like any game like that, I'm happy about, you know. Like Elden Ring DLC was like that, and this game in general. Like I don't know, some games just hook me in, you know. Even if they're not like super great necessarily. Like some of these like, you know, online MMO type shit that will hook me in like that, you know. Like fucking Once Human and what else did I get really hooked into recently? Enshrouded. Although I think that is actually a pretty good game. Oh my god, I jumped so far right there. They already did a DLC? Oh really? I didn't even hear it came out, dude. I did not even know. I wonder if I get it for free. Since I got like the premium edition of the game or whatever. Probably not. It probably just gave me some bullshit that I don't need. I don't know, my favorite part of that game I think though is ship building. The ship building was pretty cool. But I didn't realize how important it was to upgrade your ship perks before, like, you know, getting too far in the game, because you'll just get your ass whooped on like dogfights and stuff. Oh yeah, I mean, you told me this before, dude. People shit on the Elden Ring DLC, you know? But it's nominated for Game of the Year. Like, the Steam reviews for it were fucking terrible. You know? So you kind of, I don't know. People thought it was too hard. And it is really hard, like, to be fair, but... Are you alive? Oh, probably my flame grant or my flesh wore off or something. That doesn't matter. That's why we get a stagger at the end, just to be safe. I mean, that's fair too. I think that people just have such like insane expectations when it comes to Bethesda, but they're just kind of like an okay company at this point, you know what I mean? Like whenever they get around to doing fucking Elder Scrolls 6, I'm sure people will fucking like shit on it, even though it'll probably be fun to play, you know? Just a guess. I hope it's good. Like, I hope that's not the case, obviously, but... I don't know. I just had a ton of fun. Oh, gold eyes on that slug. I had a ton of fun playing Starfield. Yeah, I guess, like, you know, the main story and stuff was, like, okay, but to me, like, all the main stories are just, like, okay when it comes to most games, you know? Like, it's not really my biggest worry, you know? Like, this game's main story is, like, okay. I'm not like blown away by it or anything. Not really a big narrative game though, you know? It's like, oh, walk into room. The thing in room is mad at you. Kill that thing. Run to next room. You're just concerned about it? I mean, it's been, what, how long now since they announced it, dude? Like, overpromised, underdelivered. Yeah, like, yeah, dude. Like, you can tell what they prioritize, right, with their actions. Like, they prioritize, steady income from their games. So they put a lot of time into, like, Elder Scrolls Online and Fallout 76, right? Because they provide like steady income with like people buying like, I don't know, whatever they sell in their stores, you know, in those games. I guess in case we needed to bone out for some reason, I should light this. That's true. And honestly, like the From Software lore is generally pretty cool. It's just that you just don't know what it is just by playing the game. Like you have to go look it up after because they don't really care about like, you know, telling you necessarily, like at least not in an obvious way. You have to like read item descriptions and stuff. Hey, please hit him. Finally, you fucking loser. That might have been 3. Might have been too late. Was a little bit late, but I wasn't sure if it was 3 or not. So I kind of just had to YOLO it and just look out for the fucking shit on the ground. Yeah, dude, let's just hope Elder Scrolls 6 is good, man. Because that, I mean, I've got so much more, like, sentimental attachment to Elder Scrolls than, like, Fallout or, you know, Starfield, because that's like, you know, their first game of that franchise. If there's going to be more, probably not. Honestly,
So I harbor
probably
evil,
shouldn't.
but any road that we made, we hunted, and with everything.
I don't remember asking you. 48 minutes. We lost time somewhere earlier. Oh, the bell-bearing hunter. That's not bad. Hey, 48 minutes isn't bad. I guess that was a pretty good Rykard, actually. Aside from me not knowing to loop right away. Honestly, I hope Sky Oblivion is fun. That'll be cool. Oh, we're getting spells, so that means I do want 2 of these. Have a rune I didn't pop somewhere. Oh, that was a 75 hundo. I should have popped that somewhere. Look at all this money I have, dude. Rich. I should maybe not sit with like a leg crossed the whole time. That leg will go to sleep. Final Fantasy VII lo-fi. I'm backstepping. Get away, that guy has Reduvia. Hey Kelp, how you doing? Kelp, are you streaming all week or no? I don't know your normal schedule. I did see your weekend, this weekend schedule looks pretty pretty spicy. Oh no, Patches has died. Oh, that's too bad. Oh. Whoops. Today ain't Thursday. Nice, nice. And then I'll wait. Yeah, the weekend schedule looks pretty sick. I guess I'll get my weapon first. That's a good thing. Oh, I gotta listen to her life story. I forgot about this.
Anchor until it was tragic across the far, but the Greatsword Braid seek to become
Yeah. Let me buy something. Are you doing Scythe again tonight? I remember you said you were doing something different today. Maybe that was Lid. Yeah. I'll break all of Gideon's furniture, and I don't care. 3 Margits. Need to buy that and that. I think that's it, right? Oh, we gotta turn in the bell bearing. Nice. I mean, you're very close. It sounded like 30-minute time save sounds sick. That's hard to do. Do I level up here? 30 strength? That's 30 strength. I shouldn't... Oh, I need to put on a gambit. I was like, I don't think I have to talk to this guy.
Those are the challenge. Find them well.
Everything you're doing looks like you're getting really consistent at, you know? Ash of War, no skill, gambits. I don't have anything to put on those yet. I guess we'll get our spells now? Or should I upgrade first? I guess spells first. I'm still memorizing this route, so I'm kind of like fumbling sometimes where I should go. Getting liquid. Is it dangerous? To get exactly, yeah, exactly. You'll do it. You look way more comfortable in like every fight. Are you doing I noticed like you switched to on the live run when you got to Godfrey, you switched back to the Eggsy special. Are you still doing that, or was that just because it was a live run? I mean, it seems like it's really good. Eggsy told me that if like you buff up and whiff, that you just have to like run away and start it again or something. I'm sure you learned that too. I've never tried that myself, but I think that that would be a good strat for like a first time runner. With no matter what weapon, whether it's, you know, Iron Balls or Serpent Hunter or whatever. I think that'd be like a good way to do it. Both are scary, yeah, that's true. Every time I do a run, I have to figure out how I want to fight that guy, given the weapon. Because they all are kind of different. Like on this run, we use a Colossal Greatsword, and it's so easy to count poise with that weapon that I just do it that way. Because everything's like a multiple of 20, basically. So it's, and he has 120. It's super easy to keep track of. You get him to 100, and then a jump R2 staggers. So it's really easy to keep track of. But I have no idea what I would do with Scythe, honestly. It's not like the charge R2 is good, you know? Jump attacks seem good, though. That seemed like a good play for that build. Smoker has like a really good all R1 strat for Iron Balls. Instead of doing charge R2s and stuff, you only do R1s, and then when he gets into phase 2, he has this like a little bit of poise left, and then your first hit staggers. Which I think that every runner should do if they're doing Iron Balls, because it's just really nice that way. You just like jump R1, rolling R1, regular R1, like whatever. Didn't have to dance. Earlier, that's, yeah, he's, I mean, I think that like Maliketh and the Godfreys are probably typically the hardest. And then like for you, Radahn as well. I think. What do you do on the opener for him? And how many times do you have to hit him before he stomps? I'm guessing you do like a jump attack right away. Two to three more times. Okay. Depending on what attack you're allowed to do. That's not bad. I have to hit him twice after the opener with this this axe, this big axe. Alright, so EG now. That's not too bad then. He's a hard boss, I think. I think on one of the runs I got recently, he did some... He did like backhand, darts, grab, or something ridiculous. And I just happened to not die to it. You can do some really dumb stuff, honestly. And then sometimes he's nice and he just does like, you know, the slow backhand, like the glowing one, or like, you know, the glowing slam into like, you know, uppercut or whatever, the glowing one. Yeah. I've been getting hit by him just on like, well, I can't remember if I got hit on my last attempt of this, but I got hit for sure on the baseline, I think. Or maybe that was Elden Beast, actually. I don't remember. Yeah, I mean, that's a tough boss. And who just tried to shoot something at me? I don't like that.
Well,
I guess I didn't gambit or anything.
Oh, I am an old so perhaps you...
I always had to pick up that mushroom when I'm here. That reminds me. Oh, I didn't light it yet. Never mind. Favorite that. I do need to equip spells and stuff. I guess we can just do that here. Anything else I do here? It should still be nighttime. I think we're good. This is like a new stream schedule for me. I used to stream like... I used to start streaming like 7 hours ago. And then I switched shifts. And I'm not used to it. Hopefully it doesn't affect my run getting. We'll see. At the shackle, right?
Smouldering with thy meager flame, cower in fear of the night. The hand. It's titled the guard you breached. Well, but of course. The gates! Open the gates!
Yep. For some reason I feel like I'm forgetting something, but it's ringing a bell. I think we're okay. I was just thinking about talismans and stuff. They're totally fine. You saw me? Oh, yeah, definitely didn't see me. Did I hear somebody draw a sword? There are a lot of mushrooms on this run. He's pathing, he'll probably not shoot. I can't remember if you have to gambit to come back in here or not. You take this line. If I didn't kill so many trees on this run, I would skip those. Okay, so this is going to become Jar. Still light load. Ooh. That was a good decision. I figured he was one hit away from... Oh shit. Forgot I have to fucking hit you again, dude. Whoops. You don't automatically go into phase transition. Headshot?
I am the Lord of
Hey.
all that is.
That's what we want.
One day, we'll return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold.
I think I'm on a 103? Aside from that bell bearing incident, everything else has been going pretty quick. Alright, thinking ahead. Do I need any pots? I need one pot for DTS. Gilika, DTS, Goldfrey. 2 pots for Morgott as well. Yeah, definitely. This guy definitely sees you before the gambit wears out. Dang, that tree stopped that arrow? Insane. I wonder if it's possible to get down onto that middle island somehow. There's probably nothing there. Okay, so we'll go ahead and craft a total of 3. And the one thing I always forget is the freaking Great Rune. I come all this way and then I forget to put it on. And we get our other talisman pouch. Go get the weapon, get the talisman pouch, equip the Great Rune. Physics stays the same. Okay. I almost know what I'm doing. Yes, that's what I'm here for. I want all the loot.
Only fine. You have now to become the thing as much. Now become. Now.
Don't tell me where to go. Alright, upgrade. Upgrade rune. That's maybe it.
Well, then I presume.
Ooh, maybe I need to buy more? Nope, I still have one of each. Alright, so Great Rune, right? Oh yeah. And this. Where's my thingy? There it is. We don't level up or anything because we don't really have enough level or money, I guess. Cool. Back with liquid and apple, dude. Nice. What kind of apple? Honey crisp or I walk? It's crunchy. Well, that's good. I guess unless it was like a baked apple or something. I'll have some of that. I'll have some of that. Have some of this right here. Body out of my way, stupid. Nice. Do I sit in level here? McDonald's has really good apple pies. Really? I don't know if I've ever had one. Now that you mention that. Do I go beyond 30 strength? Oh, I don't. This definitely doesn't matter then, I don't think. Interesting, dude. Did they heat him up for you or anything, or? Like, how does it come? It's one of the best? Dang. Well, I mean, maybe that's not saying a ton, but... Still. Dude, I tried a fucking chicken Big Mac, dude. That thing was the worst thing of my life. It was so terrible. I probably haven't had McDonald's in like ages, and I was like, oh, chicken Big Mac, that's interesting. And it was fucking terrible. It was so bad. It was like the messiest sandwich I've ever had in my entire life. Like, you take a bite, and like the chicken is like, you know, kind of, I don't know, stiff. And like everything just shoots out the sides when you bite it down. It was, yeah, it was not great, dude. Oh, I do like the fillet of fish, actually. I think that's probably what I would normally get, actually. But yeah, chicken Big Mac was not the play, dude. That was not a good time. Cannot recommend that one. You could eat 5? Oh my. Well, they're not that big, right? That makes sense. Don't they usually have like a 2 for 1 deal or something? Or like, I don't know, some kind of 2 fillet of fish promotion? Textbook no aggro line right there, by the way. Five in a row. Is it just me, or McDonald's fries not as good as they used to be either? I remember being like, as a kid at McDonald's fries, they probably had way more salt back then. That's probably why they were better. They aren't? Okay. So it's not just me. Anybody's aggroed? Should be enough. I don't think they even see you with Gambit. That's good. Very mid. Okay. Just checking, because I remember not being very impressed lately. Really? Are they the potato wedges still, or did they change? Did they get like regular fries? I worked at a KFC in high school, and they had like potato wedges, they called them. And those are always pretty fucking good. Their secret sauce. I wonder if that's a new thing. I worked there so long ago, though, they probably had like way less stuff. You know, when I worked there, like the last time I worked there was like when the Bulls came out, and those were like mega popular. Like those were insanely popular. Like it's basically all we sold from that point on. They were, yeah, they were very well received. Oh, we got a bot right here. Oh my god, I drank my physic. Dude, get on the fucking horse, you idiot. Horse. Fuck's sake, dude. Alright, well, I already physicked. We need to be at least a little bit quick here. Yeah, getting that dex does not matter, like, at all. What is this? Viewer market.art? are you? Oh my. How about, let me, you know, I'm gonna follow this person. Oh, fuck. I hit the wrong button. Oh well. Top tier? Is it really, dude? I remember the one I worked at, we always had like really good like scores. Like there would be a guy that would come and like check everything. I don't even know what he's called. But we always scored like really high. I haven't had KFC in a long... I don't even know if I've ever even... I may have had KFC once since I worked there. It's been a long time, dude. They have a custom flavor of Mountain Dew? So like how Taco Bell has Baja Blast, they have something else? This is news to me. I wonder what their sauce is like. When I worked there, we had sandwiches and there was like 2 sauces. One was like a white pepper. I don't remember what they called it. And then the other was it was called Zinger sauce, but it was basically just like a spicy version. But they might have had new stuff by now. Textbook capital skip. The chicken's high quality. Nice, dude. Do you guys have Raising Cane's where you are? If I get chicken lately, that's what I've been getting. It's pretty good too. They just have like strips and stuff, but it's pretty good. Sweet Lightning, wow. That's what the KFC sauce is called, Sweet Lightning. Remember last time when I threw a kukri at the tree? I just hit him right in the fucking face. Oh, the drink is called Sweet Lightning. Interesting. I wonder why they call it that. They wanted something that was like cool sounding, like Baja Blast. Like, but Baja Blast like makes sense though, right? Like, you know, tacos, Baja, you know, like. I wonder why it's Sweet Lightning and not like, I don't know, Kentucky something, you know, or I don't even know. Bluegrass, I don't know, something like that, you know. Appalachian, something. I don't know. I'm not like a marketer. Oh, it's the so it's like a maybe like a southern sweet tea kind of sweetness sort of thing. Is Kentucky considered southern? But maybe that's why. Something like that, okay. Remember a few years ago, like, Popeyes came out with a chicken sandwich and everybody was going fucking insane on it, and their wait times were, like, I don't know, super long. That's interesting, though. Oh, that's the other thing I like about Braids and Canes is it's like a sweet tea place. I usually get half and half because regular sweet tea is like insanely sweet at this point in my life. But it's still good. You've never heard of it? Hmm. I don't know how, like, national it is, you know? Oh, we do need to heal. Okay, we physic. Ooh, I got the riposte. I didn't want to. I just wanted to R1 him, but I'll take it, obviously. You've never heard of them, okay. They basically do chicken strip, like, kind of baskets, I guess you would call it. Like fries, coleslaw, like Texas toast. And do I level up here? Post Morgott. I probably shouldn't, because I normally don't, right? Yeah, I don't think I should, in case I accidentally do too much damage. I think that might be like distance BB actually on this run. Didn't I get hit to him? that being said, I've gotten way further distances on the other iterations of this run, so it's not like a huge deal or anything, but not getting hit is good. Alright, we have Shackle, we have full health. Make sure I remember this script. I don't land in poop. None of the restaurants on Grubhub have any good deals. Ooh, I haven't used Grubhub in a long time. I kind of forgot that's a thing. I usually go DoorDash. I also live like around a lot of decent spots too, so typically if I want to get carry out, I should just go get it and save like a lot of money. But sometimes I'm like, man, it's shitty out, or whatever reason I don't want to do that. Oh, is that a thing? So if I have Amazon Prime, I can get a free Grubhub? If that's, or is that not a thing? Because I definitely have that.
Shall I turn?
I should look into. Oh, dude, I'll look into that.
Share them with me.
I might even have the app still.
your ambition.
I know we need to get to 12 arcane.
The principles you would follow.
It says to get to 30 dex, 10 intelligence. That's for later, and 12 arcane. So we'll go with what my notes say. I changed the physic. Ooh, I wasn't supposed to go back to round table. I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt. I just don't have the stones to upgrade right now. Might as well grab it while I'm here.
You know the things shake when they are about to, no matter.
Might as well have the weapon on us, sure. Cool. 124. That's actually like, I'll take that. That's actually like nice, man. We're done with Morgott, like 124. And we have our weapon. Oops, I didn't mean to roll there. I don't know how that happened. Now we're gonna use 2 sleep pods for Fire Giant. Still my big Chungus runes so we can pop in the elevator. Yeah, I think we're okay. Nacho cheese dip. You know, that doesn't surprise me. I feel like B-dubs generally does... I feel like B-dubs doesn't do a ton of stuff, but the stuff they do it pretty well, right? Like, a while back they had this promotion where it was like, buy a burger, get 6 boneless wings for free. And like, even their burgers were solid. And you got, you know, some free wings with it. So... yeah, that's cool, dude. Pop some of these. That one more, right? I wish there was a B-dubs closer to me, actually. There's one like around, but it's probably like a 25 or 30 minute drive. I could get it door dashed, but that seems kind of ridiculous. Like, that dasher would be so pissed. It's like one person's food, like 25-minute drive, and I tip them like $5. They're like, what the fuck, dude? I just burned like $10 in gas doing this shit. Nice volcano. Bro. It'd be nice if we killed him before he did that. It's really hard to do, though. I don't even know what time of day it is right here. Oh, it's morning. That's convenient. Not that I'm really afraid of the Knights Cavalry, but... we'll go around that tree. Then I'll go this way. Gambit's gonna wear off right about now. Told ya. And I like my new way up here better than the old way. Drunk driver right there. This segment of the run used to be so much longer because I was doing it later, and I needed a lot. Like, I picked up so many sombers, and I had sorcery, so I was just like destroying every beetle I saw. It's good. Ooh, he was getting close up there. I guess I go upgrade now, huh? Because we're gonna kill stuff now. I usually go back to round table at this point and then get my weapon and then go upgrade it.
Braid.
Oh, so we have to buy stuff now. And nothing should change your level at this point. Cool. I think we'll level up like right before Fire Giant, just in case we bone out, we don't lose like 50k or whatever. Oops. There's an upgrade, right? Okay. I pretty much only prioritize like the somber stones that I actually need, plus 8s, because 8s cost 20,000, so those can add up. I do get this 7 though too, because I think I actually need a 7 or something. I can't remember exactly why. 7s are like 16,000, so they're good to prioritize too, but I just don't really want to go like out of my beaten path to kill somber stones on this run, just because that really taxed me as far as like attention span for this run. And we get like plenty of levels and stuff, so we don't have to do all the insane... oh my god, I landed on the tree right there. That was kind of ridiculous. Free parkour. New strat. I think this is a bad idea, and then I do it anyway. I'd probably say the same thing, dude. Oh, he shot so late right there. Much later than usual. You know what makes me mad is if I order from somewhere and they forget something. Like there's a burger place near me. They have like pretty solid shakes. And a lot of times the dashers fucking forget them, dude. Stop. See if he shoots again. He might have turned. I thought I heard him turning. Yeah, he turned back. That's the worst, dude. That's the worst when they forget something, man. Also, another thing that's the worst is when, like, places that don't let you, like, customize on the app. So, like, I don't know, say you want, like, I don't know, like a chicken Caesar salad, for example, and you, like, don't want tomato on it or something. Places that don't let you do that. That annoys me. Not that it's like hard to pick off tomato, but remember to put on seppuku next time I go back to Round Table. Stop placing markers, you idiot. Amazon Prime is pretty OP. Why did I gambit? Are you talking about like for food or just in general? Because I know you said you get the subscription to Grubhub. Oh, is that what you mean? Because you get so much stuff with it, like Twitch Prime and stuff? Or... yeah, Twitch Prime. You know what'd be really awesome? Is if Amazon Prime, like Prime Gaming, gave you Turbo. That would be fucking sick, dude. I guess the perks are decent though with Prime Gaming. Like, I think like my VODs stay for like as long as partners do because I'm a Prime member or whatever. Like they stay for like 8 weeks or something, or 6 weeks. Oh my god, dude. That's true, dude. I watched a couple of free ones over the Thanksgiving break. And I mean, even if you want to like buy a movie, they're pretty cheap on there, like digital, you know, movies. If it's some movie that's not on a streaming service you own or whatever. I wonder, oh, like, Audible, is that what it's called? That's like $60 a year or something, but that's really nice if you do audiobooks. Seeker of N-I-N-H. What is that about? Not sure I've heard of that one. We should have a 23. That's pretty good, actually. Hey, go off the edge, dummy. You know what movie I need to watch, dude, is Morbius. You've really hyped it up, dude. Or maybe I should wait for Morbius 2, it's Morbin time. I don't know. I do like this Nier soundtrack. I like Nier Replicant a lot. I should have played all the way through that one. Was I streaming at the time when we were playing that? I think so. I think that was right before I switched to Hitless. Once you go Hitless, you can never go back, apparently. Maybe you can, I don't know. Yeah, wait. I remember a book called, like, The Rats of Nim or something. Is it anything like that? Or is it any way related? Ugh. Well, we made it a fire giant. That's good. I don't think I have any things to pop. Oh, I do have one. Where did I get this? Oh, by the dogs. It's messed up from an adult standpoint. Interesting. Maybe it... I must be thinking of something different, but that sounds cool. Post Fire Giant, 35 strength. It might be connected, really? So... I remember some book or something. I don't remember how old I would have been. Maybe like 6th grade or something. And... there was this mouse or something. I think it was a mouse. And... I think it was a she, and I think it had a kid or something, like a baby or son or something. And they lived in a cinder block or something. So I think it's cinder block. And maybe the cinder block was like in a field, and the field was going to be plowed, and they were worried they were going to lose their home or something. And so they went and sought the like advice of an owl, which is odd because like an owl would just kill the mouse and eat it. And then the owl told them they needed to move the cinder block to the lee of a stone. Like, I don't know exactly what lee meant, but basically they're gonna move this block up against a rock, that way it wouldn't get plowed over or whatever. And so the owl told them they needed to seek these rats. They were like really smart. They like escaped from some like science lab or something. And so they had to go on a quest to like find these rats and have the rats help them move the stone because they like knew how. That's it? Oh, Nim. Oh, that's right. Yeah, dude. So there's a movie, dude. I may have seen the movie as well. But I remember liking that story a lot back in the day, you know? Is it a cartoon? 'Cause maybe I've seen it. Please sleep, please sleep, please sleep, please sleep. Thank you. My R2 got eaten again. I don't know what it is with this guy and eating my R2 today. Just take the riposte. Not the greatest stamina management there. On a rock and he wouldn't do a move. Oh shit. Oh dude, I totally forgot to pop my foul foot. That's still not in my muscle memory. I need to do it in practice so I start remembering. The rats are like millennials, they can't live without technology. Is that on Amazon? gonna have to like add that to my watch list, dude. I probably like read the book when I was like, you know, 10 or 11 or, you know, whenever it used to be free. The Secret of Nim. I never would have remembered that name, dude. Even when you typed it the first time, it didn't, like, the plot rang a bell, I guess, but. It's free to watch elsewhere, really. Like, what service? Maybe like HBO Max. They tend to have like a lot of kids stuff on there. Post Fire Giant, level to 35 strength. And I guess the physic will become strength.
I have long this world and death. Are you to commit? For let my hand.
Crazy, dude. The Rats of Nim. Or what, Secret of Nim? What's it called? National Institute of Mental Health. Oh, really? Oh, okay. So they escaped from there. That's why they're called the Rats of Nim. I wonder how old I was, dude. The Secret of Nim, okay. But they were like referred to as the Rats of Nim in this story. Because they were like fucking super genius rats because they like lived in a lab. I'm always worried some crazy ass fire projectile is gonna come inside this building. But I think that dragon is like so much further away than it sounds. Good old Fair Missoula, dude. Somberstone City. Oh, I'm not allowed to travel because I'm not sitting, dude. Makes sense. I'm going to spend $30 on Buffalo Wild Wings. Do you want to convince me out of it? I mean, you're young. You know, you don't need money. And you need to eat or you'll die. So. Simple. Need to turn in bell bearings here. I need to put on seppuku. Yeah, that's very young. You're a first quarterer. Probably. You'll probably live well beyond 100. Alright, do we need to buy any of these? A 6? Just a 6. 37. But I'm a second halfer, that's the difference. I'm in my second half of my life because I'm only gonna live till 72 max. But you're easily gonna live to like 100, probably.
You're up.
Ash of War. I would like to put on Seppuku.
Braid.
I would like to buy 2 of these. Ah, I need to buy 3s. And a 4. Okay. Do we level up yet? Pre-Radahn, 40 strength. Okay, I know where we're going. You thought I was your age. No, I'm a second halfer, dude. I'm an old man. I'm old. Ooh, that was way too many. Why did I do that? That was stupid. You don't need that many, dude. I can store them, I guess, but... Actually, it's probably fine. Please die. Thank you. Okay. Easy fire tier for babies right there. Might as well make it nighttime. We're gonna be sitting. You become charge fire, sounds right. And is there something else? Oh, we can level up to 40 strength, it says. 38 strength, because I forgot to pop my foul foot. Madge. Alright, I gotta remember on Loretta. Now I'll forget on that one too. But Loretta will make up the difference. It's actually better to do it on Loretta, but some earlier levels if we do it on Fire Giant. Alright, physics good, upgrade's good, leveling up is basically good. He looks stupid. Don't fall off the beam. I'm stealth. Alright, what else do we need? That does... Wait, that doesn't even get talisman swap, does it? Oh, nice. Simple. Where are we cooking at? 152? You know, I haven't done this run enough to know if this is a good time, but I think, dude, aside from that Bellbearing Hunter, I've been, like, cruising pretty good here. Especially not having everything memorized. Ooh, I just realized I forgot to grab int tier. And the other somber 4. But maybe I can just put that off until sorcery phase. Like, that's when I need it, so. I think I usually do it when I first go to EG, and I forgot. This is a backup.
Champions! Welcome! The stars have aligned! The fest of... But now...
Somber 5. We have that bell bearing now, but it's right there. I mean, that seems correct. We used to do Fire Scorpion as the 5th, or 4th. Physics correct. My poor horse. I missed an R1 because his leg didn't drag me like I thought it would, and I was actually kind of scared I was going to get hit. But I rolled, and I either was out of the hitbox area or I rolled. So, not the worst. All right. This is actually a kind of a scary phase.
Don't hurry. Now.
We have a 5, we need a 6. We're doing all that other stuff.
Braid.
This actually works out perfectly because when I come back here to upgrade my staff, I won't have a Somber 4 to buy, and that'll remind me to go get the one down below and get the intelligence tier, so it'll work out perfect. It's actually kind of insane that it works out that way. Alright, so that's all correct. We need that, and I think that's golden. 3 Redwolf. Strength charge, which we don't have. That would have maybe messed up the script a little bit. He'd probably still die, actually. Need head pads. Needs head pads. That Kukri's like really unimportant with this weapon. We already put on seppuku. It's good, I would have forgot. That's the other somber 3 we need before we get the bell bearing. Kinda cool that it's like, you know, for the staff that we're getting here. What freaking zombie is aggroed to me now? Stealth. We have sleep pots. Okay, should be good here. Rip the snoot. Talisman. There's really anything else we need. Oh, you're dead as fuck, buddy. There's someone in the Nexus Mod authors Discord who is young, as in the late teens, and she said everyone here is making fun of her while we were all talking about how the current generation is cooked, and I just replied to that saying, look at young person, let's laugh at them, a keck point. Well, that wasn't very nice. Alright, we gotta punch kids here in a very specific way. And not do fucking dumb shit. Gotta be able to hear properly for this. Everything's correct. Don't skip too early here. Okay, that was probably smart. I don't know what the re-entry looks like in this fight exactly, though. So, if I didn't whiff my throwing dagger, that would have been fine. But that's like the worst fucking RNG right there. Better safe than sorry. And I didn't have the beast torch on as my backup, otherwise I just would have went for it. Need to remember to do that. But the re-entry here is going to be a problem, I think. Or sort of a problem. I think I'm just have to use throwing daggers this time, the whole time. Oh, you're being sarcastic? Did they know that? Let's take a look at this emote here. Oh, I like that. Cooked. Alright. I think I'm gonna have to buff inside and then throw daggers. I've never practiced a re-entry here, so I'm not really sure how this is gonna go. But I knew it was a possibility, and just in case, we're also gonna put on Beast Torch. So do I go in and then buff? That's probably the best way, right? Or should I kill two of them and then buff? I honestly don't know what's best to do here. I think since this isn't weapon only, I'm just gonna do the sensible thing and just not fucking risk it. Where's the other idiot? Okay, that's two. There's the other idiot. Okay, so... that was a smart backup plan right there.
My dear daughter, leave thy night to
Actually, I can put Beast Torch in this hand. Yeah, that was a good backup plan right there. That could have been way uglier. I think if I first entry the fight, I'll just punch the kids. But I'm okay with using the bow for utility as a backup. But yeah. It's not technically weapon only, but it would have been nice to not use any utility stuff, but you know, in a backup situation like that, it's better to just not get hit.
My sweetings.
Most people who have interacted with me, I have a very dry...
And light.
No, you have a very dry... Yeah, but
Dither not.
when that person was being...
Out say
I guess they know.
Be gravestone.
Academy of the Funny Hat Lady.
To be better.
That's it. Yep, that's exactly right, dude. So I guess we respec first, right?
Is it that to become now?
Alright, so this needs to be 60. And this is 13. And this is... that many. Okay. Now... post Rennala, 60, 13, 18. So we're 2 levels short on mine, but that's not the worst. We need to go get our spells next. Okay, so a little bit of time lost there with the re-entry, but better safe than sorry, dude. At this point, I just want to get the run. Like, I don't want to fucking try to do some hero strat where I run in and throw daggers or, like, try to punch kids. Like, if it... on first entry, punching the kids is usually not that bad, but that particular kid, if I don't hit the throwing dagger, then it pretty much fucks everything. So, I think I made the right choice there. I'm cooked. We live to fight another day, dude. Honestly, an unupgraded bow with an arrow may as well be a consumable, really, I mean. This is Funny Hat Lady Town right here, pretty much. You know the good part about like cutting out a lot of stuff out of this run is I have a lot less talismans and stuff. So it's like, there's like less to remember, you know? Got a fast pickup right there somehow. Cool, we're in the sorcery phase, that's good. It's the hardest phase, but, you know. And it's deeper in the run than it used to be, so I don't know if that's good or bad yet, necessarily. Oh, it's like, it's usually nighttime. Oh, I guess I did bone out, huh? I was gonna say, it's usually nighttime here, and I can't see shit. Trying to read that, but I also don't like run into a freaking idiot right here. The Companions Guild is effectively the exact same as Dark Brotherhood, except they don't kill. Is it really?
Don't I see? Now.
Can't really remember that quest line all that much, to be honest. Alright, so I need my Somber 4, but I need to buy some here, I assume. Cool, we have spells. We need to get the Somber 4 in the Int tier. And... wait. Wouldn't I normally gambit like here before I go? I should probably go the long way since I haven't practiced this way a lot and I was doing it early in the run where it wouldn't have mattered. Oh god, dude, that was like scary right there. I was debating on map warping. Yeah, I want to do that earlier in the run. That's scarier to do 2 hours in, dude. They both only do what they do because they are paid to. Both have 0 standards for who they target as long as they're paid. I did grab that, right? Yep. They both have strong ties to Daedric gods. They both act as a family rather than a team. I mean, that all makes a lot of sense.
Braid.
That makes sense to me, dude. We need 1 sleep pot, por favor. Oops. And we have a shit ton of flasks. This is when we allocate right here. And we need to remember spells. And that should be it. That makes a lot of sense, man. Dark Brotherhood is that your favorite faction? I know you don't like this fucking Civil War. Like, very much. I don't know if that's considered faction or not, but... I do a lot of stuff in sorcery phase still, but there's not a lot of like running around. There's some running around, but it's not like... it's mostly all prepped, which is nice. Remember to heal. Guess we should heal before we throw the pot. Blah. Okay, so my buffs are kind of non-existent here because I don't have faith right now. So it's literally just Oops, that was a huge mistake. I was supposed to gambit first. I only have one heal now. More mushrooms. And on horse. Alright, keep out gambit. I'll mess this up. This is actually a bit dangerous if I don't do it correctly. Okay. So physic first. Then gambit. Then heal. Perfection. He doesn't get detected if you do that way, that exact way. They are both super arrogant and self-righteous. The companions pretend they're helping people and punish anyone member of their own for killing, despite only doing anything for money. In the inner circle, literally inhuman killing machines, and the Dark Brother is the Dark Brother. Fair. The Dark Brotherhood fucking questline in Skyrim was like so fucking crazy first playthrough. I thought, like compared to the Oblivion one. And like, you know what? Like both games had insane Thieves Guild like fucking quest lines. You hate all of them. Dude, the fucking Oblivion Thieves Guild questline was really fucking cool with the gray cowl. Hey, let me up. And like the fucking stealing the Elder Scroll, like that was fucking sick. Also, I want to say in Oblivion, the skeleton key was separate from the Thieves Guild. Like it was a Daedric quest, but not directly tied. So like I know in like Skyrim, if you turn in the skeleton key at the end, then you lose it. Alright, where are we going next? Let's get our magic tier. I need to remember to switch my physic? No, I don't. There's something I'm supposed to switch here. What is it? Oh, faith tier. Massively overrated. It's not as good. I mean, all I remember is you got cool armor. Honestly, it's probably not as good as I remember. I would not surprise me.
Feeble, cursed one.
Coronas, dude.
Let's hope the magnificence of
Coronas, I saw you were streaming, but I think you
was
were like
not
started right
deterred.
around the time I did, so I wasn't able to pop in. But how was your stream, dude? It's the right place. Thanks, dude. What are you working on, by the way? Furnace O2. Elden Ring, maybe? How was your break too, dude? Elden Ring, nice. Have some points. Thank you for rating. We did start at around the... Okay. What were we working on? Older all boss attempt. Okay. 1 learning hit in the Revenant area. Like in Haligtree or Alphael or whatever? Or like the boss itself. That's not ideal. if it's the boss. Well, I mean, neither is ideal, obviously. I think we just physic and buff up here. What? Oh shit, I didn't drink. Yeah, I knew it. I forgot to drink. Where's this idiot? Lock on, please. Can I even hit you from here? Maybe that kills him. Nice. Break was good. Nice, nice. Oh yeah, I honestly, I only streamed like twice last week, I think, because of the holiday, so I didn't really do a ton, I don't think. Yeah. I did like a baseline of this, I think, and then another attempt, but it ended up being like the same amount of hits as before. But yeah, I mean, nothing too crazy, really. I do like this new route a lot. It's quicker and more convenient in a lot of places. I think there's still a lot of stuff to work out, though, or you know, just like stuff to dial in, really. I'm also on a new work shift. I guess that's the biggest change. Starting last week, I switched shifts, so now I'm on a different shift, so I have to stream at a different time. Efficiency and speed. Yeah, I kind of just... I have a worse fire giant kill with Morgott's weapon. Before it was Hand of Malenia, which destroyed him. But that gives me access to more somber bell bearings sooner. And... I'm upgrading less stuff, so I have more lower end sombers, so I can get this bell bearing later, which we're doing now. I used to do sorcery phase after Morgott, and now I'm doing it later on, I guess. It's got its perks, but I mean, it's about as good as it could be, but like, I still have to wake up at 5:30 in the morning, which is like hard to get used to. But it has some perks other than that, I guess. But it's only till January, so I'm laid off for like 9 months. So. But yeah, it's tough to get used to. And I'm like not on my normal job. Like if I was on my normal job, like nothing would really change all that much for me. But because I'm on like new jobs I don't know, I can't like watch Twitch at work like as easily. Like I still can, but I can't type as much. All right, all this stuff is the same. This is the same. So just to verify, we're going to drink Physic, Golden Vow, Gambit. Okay, I remember. Oops. I have to do that all the time. Give me the right thing. Oh, this is the ramp, dude. Did you ever figure out the ramp strat? You probably don't need it by this point, but... this ramp up here. This guy likes to go up there. Remember to drink. That guy's just chilling up there. might have missed him. Oh, that one kills him, nice. If I switch anything here? I don't think so. Yeah. Some days I'm on my own, like, I guess I've not been on this shift that long. Some days I am on my own job, but it just depends on who's there and who's not and stuff. The fucking ram, he just goes up there and investigates. And he doesn't hear me, like, howling or casting rock sling. I mean, that stuff stays the same. I made it nighttime, didn't I? I think I did. Yeah. You kill the guy in the back left first? I can't remember what you were doing on that, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Or what spell or whatever. Ritual sword. Oh, right. You move the guy up the ramp first? I heard something in there make a noise, but I've never had him, like, do anything. Okay, so there's something specific about this. The buff order here is a little interesting, I think. We need to remember to drink and do a bunch of stuff. I don't need rock sling anymore. Alright. Physic first. Need to remember to heal after we gambit. Gambit, heal. This right here. This looks correct. Actually rebuff for this fight. What the hell was that, dummy? What a weirdo. Like, why did he do a close range attack? That was weird. Maybe it's because I drank near him. It was like an input read, maybe? Yeah, pretty cozy. I'm pretty sure you know all about Night Comet. You know, I don't know if you used it on him or not, but thanks for the lurk, dude. Yeah, thanks for the good luck too. I'll see what I can do. The later I get into this run, the more it is like the old run, so yeah, we'll just see if the muscle memory is good. Yeah, Night Comet's nuts, dude. I tried to use like Rock Sling on Loretta and Malenia, and it just was not nearly as good. It was just like, okay, just Night Comet everything. I even tried Slicer on Malenia. That was like kind of shit without all the buffs. Just Night Comet.
Please no. You merciless brutes. Let the curse take everything.
Good old Night Comet. Boy's secret medallion. I need to remember to use a foul foot on Loretta because I forgot earlier. Maybe I should put that in the bar now before I forget. And this Nier soundtrack is very long. $230, dude. Not too bad, man. Couple of hiccups. Bellbearing Hunter and Rennala, but aside from that, I mean, doing pretty good. Level up after Loretta? Kind of pointless before, I remember that. Let me up. Hey, thanks, Mad King, dude. How you doing? Maybe a little sick, dude. Bummer. Hopefully only a little sick and nothing stupid. What have you been working on lately, dude? Any I heard about I heard you talking about the butcher knife thing. That's pretty sick. Done with that. Hey, let me up. Ah, nice. That sounds like it might be a decent weapon for something like that. I guess. Good luck finding it though. Like, you just happen to find it. Alright, we are gonna drink our physic here so we one-shot everything. I'm also gonna get a ritual sword. That up as well. Ooh. Usually swipes. Made a mistake here last time. But a gambit too early. I want to gambit till here. Start killing. A light strike weapon. That makes sense. Like a club or something like that, or club, mace, morning star, like that kind of thing. Oh, that's a good point. I forgot that's how that worked with the upgrades. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, that's what you mean by light strike. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And they're good, right? Like, most of them are really good. No point in upgrading here. Or leveling up, I mean. We get Marika's Sword Seal. Food is here, dude. Nice. What did you get, by the way? You got those nachos? How many gambits have I done? But I don't have to sneak that long. Maybe one more? Definitely not two more. Nice. We light rolled. Nice. Foot. Nice. Oh, we're not even in combat anymore. My transitioner. Still no? I'm gonna take this opportunity to drink. I don't like that kind of RNG. That was really bad. Would you stop being a psycho? What a fucking psycho. That was like the worst Loretta I've ever seen in my life. Pretty sure. Oh god, I did not mean to jump. Well played, that was scary. Yeah, she was doing like really bad RNG, right? Like all those fucking homing clusters, are those called Stars of Ruin? Whatever that spell is, phase 2, those things are wicked, man. Like some of the combos you can chain with those is like really hard to deal with. That was really bad RNG. Oh, let me read what Painter's got going here. The house platter, which has nacho cheese and chips, onion rings, boneless wings, and mozzarella sticks, dude. I mean, that's quite the spread right there. What flavor wings? That's like a great question right there. Very important question. Completely plain? Are you insane? Do you dip them in something or? Ooh, how many stone swords have I picked up? This would be a great question right here. Apparently enough. I'm using less than the original run, so I don't think I'm really skipping any, really. Ah, okay, what kind of sauce did you get then, dude? I was like, no way this guy's eating wings without sauce on them. Good old Hallig tree. I didn't pick up the boluses, did I? I think I did, now that I think about it. Yeah. Just in case. Where's my hand axe? Can't see what I'm doing. I'm stuck. Remember to pick up the boluses. This way's so much better than what I used to do. I used to like snipe fucking idiots with night comment and shit. And I remember to use my foul foot on Loretta, so that was good. I was supposed to use it on Fire Giant. It didn't really affect this phase, but maybe it could have been bad. Alright, let's go level up to plus 10 first. Nice, dude. So you don't get any wing sauce, you just do like the dipping sauces.
Braid.
Oops, we don't need to purchase, we need to upgrade. Always grab the mushroom for extra crafting of pots. Okay, so the other thing that I need to do, and we need to change the physic back to intelligence because we have enough faith now with, well, we will have enough faith here in a second. "19 Mind lets me cast even number of night comments, so we'll go with that. Yeah, that should be good. We barely have enough to do 3 here. It's scary every time. I guess I could put on Sword Seal just to be safe, but Phase 2 is the scary part on this one. No jump? That's a different type of jump. What are you doing? Trying to show off? I usually don't roll in on the right on that one, but nice. Oh, we don't need to rebuff yet. I lied. Okay, that was actually pretty good so far. Maybe I'll Starlight Shard now. Dodge it. Damn it. Gotta run away from all these, right? Nice whiff. Butterfly? Nice. Oh, nice. Oh, you bitch. Here's your letter to. Oh my god. Isn't being the most polite there, but I'll take it. Where are we going next, anyway? Fire Giant? Godskin? Oh, Mohg. Oh, Mohg. Wait, I don't need... Oh, I guess I kind of do need that. Cool. Nice. Forgot about Mohg. Oh, I need to remember to change my flasks.
Don't Halsey.
Now we have the bell bearing, so we need that, need that. Man, that's an expensive freaking katana right there, dude.
Braid.
That's some good mac and cheese. Hell yeah, dude. What you want to hear, man.
Ah, is it thy now?
Okie dokie. So 23 faith for sure. Post Malenia. 19. Oh. 23 faith, 20 endurance. Rex dexterity. Yeah. I guess we do need a level here at some point and change the physic and stuff. Okay, so physic becomes dexterity and charge tier. Rid of those spells. Just level up the Rex dexterity, I guess. It says 79, but obviously it's not gonna matter. Cool. My talisman set up. Back to that. Back to that. Back to that. Nice. Oh, I never changed my freaking flask, dude. Almost worth warping back. I gotta sit at Mohg. Or, I guess I don't have to sit, but I'm going to Light of Grace there, so we can just change the healing there. That's like worst case scenario if we have to fight in phase 2, but... White cheddar? Nice, dude. There's that barbecue place I got a couple weeks ago. They had like a white cheddar mac, and it is insane. I'm very familiar with the work of white cheddar, dude. I'm kind of mad I put markers down by accident earlier. I guess I could fix it, but I don't know if I care enough now. Can I land it? Oh, so close. So close. I think I stopped and gambited here once. I usually don't stop and gambit, but might as well. Don't forget the healing. That's a big important thing, just in case. They don't even pop up if you gambit again. Maybe I should always do that. Oh, that's actually really nice because we're not burning stamina or anything. That's the new gambit spot. I like it. Okay, no holy pooper moments here. I have a gambit out. I have a kukri out. I'll even get out a bow. Just to make sure I throw it in the right freaking place. There we go. He looks happy to investigate that. Limited edition mac and cheese. Arby's? That's, yeah, dude, isn't that surprising? Like, they don't do a lot of different things, and like, yeah, their wings are like, you know, okay. But the things they do are like really good. Dude, Arby's was like advertising like a burger or something recently, like a couple months ago. And I was like, I cannot think of like anything that sounds less appealing to me than a burger from Arby's. Of all the places you could possibly get a burger. No. Oh my god. How did he see me, dude? What a fuckhead. I said no holy pooper moments, you shithead. That's a baby pooper right there. He actually turned a couple runs ago, and nothing bad happened. Do I need to throw this a little bit later? What's that guy doing? Bruh. You better be going for it. You idiot. Alright, that frog didn't go close enough, but... I remember the gigantic sandwich that had one of the every meat on the menu. What? It's an actual challenge? Jeez, dude. That does not sound that great. All that stuff's correct. I need to change my physic. For my flasks. Okay. I did burn like 50k right there, but it really shouldn't matter. Okay. Have a good Mohg. Shouldn't have done this so early. What do you want to see with Mohg?
can see it. As clear as day.
Dude, I probably haven't fought Mohg phase 2 in like
Of our dynasty.
a couple of months. Like, not even joking.
Mohgwyn.
Like, I've never not one cycled him. And it's because I didn't get off a bunch of hits on him while he was staggered because I was out of stamina. Oh god, I'm dropping frames again, dude. I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to do, dude. Like, how do I fix it? Let me go to round table. I quit the game. We might be okay here. Oh, I have no game capture right now. There it is. 305:32. Recording. Cool. Let's try not to get hit anymore. I guess while I'm at round table, I could get my weapon, right? Might as well.
Don't I see it?
No draw frames yet, that's good.
No.
Hello, let me through, thank you. Okay, we need to go back to the DLC now. Oh, my timer's going good. Good. Weird. Still no drop frames. Hey Swinkly, dude, how you doing, man? I was having some, like, OBS problems? Internet problems? Something. Hey, let me up there. Oops. That's the first time I've missed that jump. There we go. Yeah, dude, I got a pretty good run going here. Dude, I just had a really bad Mohg. Normally Mohg's a 1 cycle, and I staggered him too early. And I had to fight him phase 2 for a while. Which I haven't even practiced it because I didn't even think I would ever have to on this run. But luckily I've been fighting him. Ooh, I don't like that that guy came. I don't think he saw me though. Yeah, I mean, I've been doing a lot of runs where I fight in phase 2, so I know how. I just haven't practiced, you know? Like, I was like, oh, I don't need to practice it on this run. He's just always getting 1 cycle. He like always staggers before he's half health, and then I just like bleed the Christ out of him after the stagger, and he dies. But I think I staggered him like too early or something. I didn't get enough bleeds before the stagger, or honestly, it was really weird. Anyway, and then right after Mohg, my OBS just started dropping frames like crazy for some reason. I restarted my computer, that didn't fix it. I restarted again, restarted all my shit, and now it seems to be stable, but
Braid.
that's weird. Like all stream mode was fine. But I have a clean recording. I checked the VOD, so that's nice. We'll see. I've gotten runs really deep on this before. The end's kind of hard. So we'll see what happens.
Is it time? Now.
Post Mohg. 23 faith. $70 arcane. Rest strength. Strength flame tier. I still have 500,000 we're sitting on too. Strength flame. Spells are good. I think we just level up strength at this point. Yeah. We're plus 10. Physics good. Spells are good. Now we go cheese a tree. Ritual sword's correct. I think we're good with all that. But yeah, weird streamer problems, but reasonably good run other than that. They said I was dropping frames like crazy, but the VOD turned out okay, which is weird. Like, usually that's a problem. Now I'm like actually recording just in case, but at least that's okay. So this is where I want to be, right? Right in this nook. Oh, that's correct. Physics correct. I want to be like stuck in the nook. You know what? I don't trust where I'm standing. You like that? Normally I would just keep chucking pots at him, but it looked like my character was getting higher up, and I didn't trust it. He's gonna reset soon. Where's your breathing cycle? You should be resetting here, bud. There it goes. I don't remember if these take mana or not. Let me craft more. Hey. Hey. Menu delay, thank you. I'm not, this is like a new strat to me, so like I don't want to fucking die because I'm doing it wrong. I think I'm in a good spot now. I used to have a script for this guy with this weapon with glint blades, but they got nerfed. I could maybe kill him earlier in the run, just fight him, but... Where does this idiot think it's going? I'm gonna say 2 more. I have 3 more after this we can use if we need to. We got a full buff again. Is he gonna go back to his home? Hey, look another way, dude. There we go. He should be resetting now, right? Better safe than sorry. Should be GG. That was slower than I wanted, but I was being safe, and I think that was smart, so. Nice. Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna kill him that late in the run, dude, I'll do the cheese, but I didn't trust just storing all 10 right away on a live run, because I haven't, like, super tested that. And... yeah. Just want to be super cautious there. Okay, so we have 4 sleep pots. All of this, oh, this becomes jar shard. That should stay the same. And that's definitely correct, right? Yeah. Okay, so... should be enough of a delay. Nice. Nice, so heal. Damage looks pretty good right there. That was not supposed to go that way. That was concerning. I actually don't know why. Am I supposed to triple? No, I'm not supposed to triple him. That's weird. I don't know what it was. That was bad right there. That might be its 3 cycle, hopefully. Dude, that was not great, dude. That was not as planned. Not at all. The old script was a little bit easier with Fire Scorpion. Did I forget to change the physic? No. Physics should be correct. Might want to look into that further at a later date. Yeah, normally the second guy, like, I don't know, bleeds. Maybe he was waking up from sleep because I was too slow or something, so I didn't get the sleep bonus? I don't know, that was... to watch that back. Normally he... dies in 2, and I hit his dead body to get a little bit of extra damage before killing the noble. And then the noble dies like he was supposed to just then. Yeah, that was not ideal. Oh well. 3-hour bird skip. I mean, that's nothing compared to you, dude. Alright, so this actually does change now. Dude, like, I was having such fucking weird internet problems. Like, at the start of stream, I was dropping, like, crazy frames, so I reset everything, and then stream was fine for 4 hours, then it started again, reset everything, and it was still messed up. I reset everything. Now it's finally okay. It's weird. I had to fight Mohg phase 2, even though he's not supposed to be a 2-phase fight. Textbook. Yeah, weird stuff, man. Weird stuff. I like your way a lot, dude. It feels nice. Cronus has problems doing it your way, and he was saying that maybe it was frame related or something. It's unfortunate, because your way is really good. Link, are you streaming later? What day is it? Tuesday? Anyway, we checked the VOD. I seem to have a clean recording up until when I went to Roundtable to quit out, so, and now I'm like actually recording. So just in case, I should be okay. Oh, you know what? I want to game it like maybe twice. Yeah, I think twice. Maybe one more time? Oh no, that was good enough. Alright, all this stuff's correct. I changed the physic. Just gotta make sure I don't put too much poise damage on him.
Destined death. I will not have it stolen from me again.
I didn't like that. Probably an example of too much poise damage. GG.
Astonished. I come destined death. To kill what?
That was pretty good. He gave me actually like pretty nice RNG. I just had to let his poise go back down. I was actually thinking he might stagger on the third hit. Which is fine, because then you just wait for him to get back up, but... I mean... Witty after dark, dude. I'm not used to this streaming schedule, dude. Witty after dark, dude. It's weird working like a full day at work first. Kind of a fiasco of internet problems. I've dropped 0 frames since I reset everything. That's so weird. But we didn't drop like any for like 4 hours. Smoker, I had to fight Mohg phase 2. I haven't practiced Mohg phase 2 like since before Dark Souls 3. It was not good, dude. He's supposed to be 1 cycle. If you get a stagger before Nihil, he's supposed to be a 1 cycle, but he somehow lived. I somehow couldn't like kill him while he was like doing all the emblems and shit. I don't know why. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. My Rennala was scuffed. I boned out of Rennala because the kid RNG was bad. So I had to re-enter. I ended up just shooting the kids with the bow when I re-entered because I was like, fuck it, dude. That's what I used to do and I don't really care. And then it took me like 3 tries to do Bellbearing Hunter cheese. This guy's in a bad spot. Anyway, I've got a clean VOD, even though we had the frame problems. I quit out from round table, everything's fine. And now I just have to do the thing. Hey, don't backstep. Oops. Red feather is not correct. Hey. But, yeah, good run so far.
Braid.
Oh, we don't need any more mushrooms. That's all good, dude. It's all good. I mean, you can watch it back, dude. Later, you know, at your leisure. Assuming it's the run, but we'll see. I am respecking, right? Post Maliketh.
Ah, is it thy way? Now.
23. 36 for light roll. My Loretta was bad, dude. Like, she was doing dumb shit, dude. Like, really stupid, idiot RNG. It was not ideal. Yeah. Really, really dumb Loretta. Malenia was kind of nice. Bank charge. Bells are good. Yeah, wasn't bad. It's a really... That, yeah, dude. I mean, dude, Swink, that's the whole point of your current run, right? Is you're learning everything, I think, right? Malenia's the best. I got clones twice in phase 2. I've been typically staying close in phase 2 to avoid the clones. You know, like a melee. I was like, well, fuck, dude. Like, staying close with Night Comet is just asking for an up close waterfowl. Just fine if I need, you know, have to do it. But I think I was like, okay, live run, just, you know, stay at mid range if you can and just peck her off. I don't know. Maybe it was a good idea. I remember the talisman swap here.
I knew you'd come to stand before me. What a sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas, none shall take the throne. Queen Margit has high hopes for us, that we come alive in my bones. A tarnished cannot become.
That's his ritual sword.
Not even you. A man.
Favorite kill?
Kill.
Yeah, I like that. It's literally like the Gideon flying emote, you know, like on 7TV. That plus the weapon art at the end. The talisman swap here as well. Thanks, Wandering. How's your stream, dude? Did I drink my physic? Probably good. Good? Nice. $20. 60, 80, 100. You like that? That was like God tier RNG, let's say. I mean, hey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we do have to change the physic. Fissure is for punks. Yeah, just do it before you can do anything. It's actually tricky with the poise if I had like 80 on him when he does that, because I gotta like jump R1 it, roll, and then jump R2 before the fissures go out. Like it really messes up the sequence if it's different amount of poise.
Braid.
It is a lot nicer not doing all the insane gathering of stones. I'm buying more now, but it seems to work out. Where's the thing? There it is. Alright, so you become that. Cool. We probably need you to buff. Okay, so no physic. Golden Vow. Howl. Okay. Well, that was nice. Not ideal. Should have been 2 charge R2s. Nice. Don't do something stupid. Nice. Hey. You knocked me out of my attack. Like an idiot. Let's go, dude. Finally, dude. The fucking saga is over, dude. Boss weapon relay. Let's go. Dude, that's fucking nice to get out of the way. Now I gotta figure out how to video edit because I've got a VOD with half my run and a recording with the other half. Nice, dude. I can't believe it happened, dude, honestly. Dude, I was so scuffed in so many ways. 334 too is not bad, man. I saved like a half an hour on this new route too. Hey, yeah, sometimes wandering. I don't know if you heard me say this earlier. Every single time I've practiced Mohg with the Hand of Malenia, every single time I've one-cycled her or him. And today I had to fight phase 2, and I probably haven't practiced phase 2 in like a month and a half at least. The weapon relay saga is over. So that was fun. YOLO all remembrances, dude. There's no fucking. I'm already boned, right? Right? Am I already boned? Didn't we already say that you had to do a different boss order for that? I have to end on Fortisax. Oh no, we just have to go kill Fia's champs with this weapon, and then one other boss with it. You just have to end on Fortisax, right? Thanks, dude. Thanks, dude. I'm happy to finally get this one done with, dude. Fia's and Moose, okay. So then Moose weapon for Estelle?
The fallen leaves tell a
I'm not
story
YOLOing it. It will go so bad.
of how
It will go so badly, dude.
became Elden
And where am I getting larval tears?
in our home across the fog.
Where would I get larval
land
tears?
between.
I guess I'd go kill Mimic. I'd have to go. Well, I guess I don't have to go down there. If I did go kill Mimic, we would just take a relic the Mimic or something, right?
Our seed will look
Oh,
back
Plasty,
upon
dude.
us
Fuck.
and recall.
If you think I remember how to fight Placidus Axe, you're insane. And there's one on the way to Mimic tier too. I got 2 out of the DLC for this one. Look at that, dude. Nice. When my frame started or when my stream started dropping frames at like after Mohg or whatever, once I got my internet going back again, I checked the VOD. It looked like there was nothing cut out or anything. And so I went to Roundtable, I quit out from there, and then when I loaded back in, I showed the save file, and I actually did a manual recording for this portion. So I just have to figure out how to combine 2 videos into one. Like maybe you can help me with that sometime. But that should be verifiable. I mean,
I'm here right now.
oh, the first, dude. There's been like 5 firsts today.
You imbecile.
Make him YOLO AR. Like, aren't you supposed to stream tonight, dude? I want you to stream. YOLO your stream, dude. Honestly, what am I gonna do now, dude? Thank you for the first redemption, dude. I think Painter got like 2 or 3 already today. Oh yeah, we can skip this. I'm psyched to get that. Dude, that new route was so much better. It was just so much less collection, you know? 337, that's not bad, man. I don't know why I chose the name Dusty. It was like the first name that came into my head.